Okay guys, so today we're looking at the top 5 keto mistakes by beginners. So if you're beginning the keto diet and you want to know what to avoid, stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're going to look at those 5 top mistakes that happen mostly to people who have just started the diet. Now these are mistakes that you would think, can you avoid them just like someone who's being logical or being someone who's careful? Usually, no. These are mistakes that you have to know the knowledge beforehand so you can avoid them. So these are totally normal, logical mistakes that you cannot avoid usually because you need to know why before you start the diet. So guys, when you're just starting out, these are going to make sure that you have a fantastic diet and it's conducive for obviously ketosis, and then you will be able to get the maximum fat loss for your diet. Now, if you're curious about how much is natural on your diet, well, it depends on your activity as well as obviously your body type, the way that you obviously what you have on you, your height. So that obviously varies, but there's a good way to look. You could go to one of my videos and it tells you, look for week 1 to 6 on a keto diet and what weight you should be losing and how it changes over those 1 to 6 weeks. Okay guys, so moving on now. So let's look at the mistakes you can make. So keto mistake number 1. Okay, so as you can see here guys on the picture, not eating enough electrolytes. So basically, electrolytes are simply those things in our body that contain a charge. Whether it's negative or positive, they have a role within our body. Now, looking down here, you can see here when you cut carbs, your body loses water and electrolytes, which can lead to keto flu symptoms like fatigue, headaches, cramps, and dizziness. Now guys, those are the main reasons as to why you understand most people quit within the first 3 days. And it's usually day 3 where the person quits because they have problems with keto flu. Now, there's a whole amalgamation, a whole range of different things that can be affecting you at once. Cravings, hunger, electrolytes. The electrolyte and keto flu are a massive factor, which is going to definitely contribute to a mistake and cause issues to you, problems with your body, and problems even with normal metabolic functions. Also, how else can you get your electrolytes? Well, you can concentrate on foods that contain them that are obviously low in carbohydrates. You can do that. An easier way would be to take a supplement. Okay guys, so the good sources, you also can get salt, sea salt, which is obviously what I've just mentioned, avocado, spinach, bone broth, and electrolyte drinks. Yes, as long as there's 0 sugar obviously, or they're conducive for a keto diet. You must make sure there's no sugar or anything that spikes blood sugar in them. Now you can see here obviously the top 3 electrolytes are sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Don't forget your chloride and your obviously calcium as well. Okay, so stay hydrated, supplement if needed, feel better, stay consistent. That's exactly what you should be doing, guys. Okay, guys, so that's the most important one. Let's go on to number 2. Okay, guys, so here, keto mistake number 2. Now, keto mistake number 2, eating too many hidden carbs. So what you can see here is that you understand that this is the big problem you face with being on the keto diet. You can look up most foods that contain carbs and not, but then a lot of information you have to be very hot on and look at the exact product. Let me give you an example. Peanuts. Okay, these are legumes, and when you come to have them, you go, okay, I'm going to have obviously, I can see maybe 5 grams of carb. Only if it's gone through the supermarket and they've blanched them and removed the skin. If you have them raw, there's 7, nearly 8 grams of carb. So that's an easy mistake to make that you only would know if you thought to yourself, I've got to analyze my diet and the foods I'm eating. So what we can see here is you've got a list down here to give you some idea. Sauces and condiments, salad dressings, healthy snacks, coffee drinks, and too much fruit. Right, avoid fruit completely if you're doing ketosis, except for certain ones that are conducive that most people don't think are fruits. For example, avocado. Now, if you want to see my top 5 fruits for a keto diet, or top 8, go have a look obviously in my channel library. Now, When you see this, read labels, check portion sizes, track your carbs, and stay in ketosis. Now, I wish it was that easy. Hidden carbs equal hidden problems. It doesn't work that well, to be honest with you, because for some places we also use, for example, if you have an American product, you'll have a different system to ours. The British one is different countries again. But the main idea here is that if you have something on there that's an ingredient, then that will tell you. For example, if you have something called maltitol or sorbitol or xylitol in the ingredients, I would recommend don't touch it. It's not conducive for a keto diet. Now, why? Because it hits your blood sugar and it gives you a percentage of carbs, not zero carb that other sweeteners are. Now, so that's pretty much the mistake number 2. That's not understanding the material that you're eating. So understanding you are what you eat is extremely relevant for a keto diet. Now, keto mistake number 3, being scared to eat fat. Guys, this is really simple. Too little fat, low energy, more cravings, mood swings, stalled progress. Now, if you have enough fat, you get loads of positive effects as well. So this one I'm not going to spend too much on because I'm going to say it plainly. Eat all the things with fat with confidence. Do not fear them. You've got loads of different types of fat. Lots of them are beneficial to you. There's no worry there. And don't worry about cholesterol either, because as long as you're doing a keto diet correctly, you won't have any issues. Now, okay guys, so mistake number 4. This is again another big mistake on the keto diet, not eating enough protein. So very simple and straightforward. Protein is essential for preserving muscle, staying full, balancing hormones, and achieving keto success. All your enzymes are made out of protein. So there are tons of things in your body that are made out of proteins. You understand that you need to make sure that you don't eat too much. You don't eat too little protein. It's beneficial for you. But also, just to let you understand, don't eat over 200 grams of protein a day, or you're going towards to use protein for energy. So that's another mistake you want to avoid. So not enough protein. Make sure you've got lots of healthy super foods with lots of protein. Okay guys, now mistake number 5. Now mistake number 5 is simple. Expectations. Go into the diet with little expectations, guys. Don't go in there going, I'm going to be super slim. Just go in there going, I hope I can progressively, as long as I'm consistent, lose weight and get healthier. That's all you should walk in with. Don't walk in with going, I'm going to be Superman and I'm going to suddenly walk out and bristling muscles. But the whole idea is to walk forward, be consistent, and you'll be successful. So, number 5, expected instant results. Keto is a journey, not a sprint. Stay consistent, trust the process, and results will come. Be patient, stay consistent, succeed on keto. There you go, guys. That's the 5 big mistakes people make, and it takes time, but you will do it as long as you stay the path. Don't veer off of it. Don't lose your confidence. Don't get let down if you make a mistake. Correct it and continue. You will succeed. Okay, guys, so I hope you like this video. Thumbs up, please, and subscribe. Okay guys, if you have any questions, pop them in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.